University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles and your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Can't hear us, cool. Check, check. University of Fort Lauderdale Eagle. Check, check, check. If everyone will please stand and remove your hats as we start today with a word of prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for the day that you've given us, and thank you for allowing everybody to be here today. Lord, I ask that you keep everybody safe on the field and keep us safe as we leave here today, and let us remember to keep you in all things we do. In your name we pray, amen. Now the starting lineup for the visiting University of Fort Lauderdale Eagles. Batting first, the center fielder, number 3, Wilbert Javier Vargas. Batting second, the left fielder, number 14, Eric Scott. Batting third, the second baseman, number 2, Aderlin Cubiletti. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 0, Ryan Reifenberg. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 20, Yankiel Gonzalez. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 19, Josh Tibbs. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 36, Eli Wilhelm. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 32, Daniel Novelli. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 12, Chris Martin. And the pitcher, number 34, Matt Pearson. And now the starting lineup for your Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Batting first, the second baseman, number 4, Sammy Coffrin. Batting second, the catcher, number 14, Ryan Ongst. Batting third, the third baseman, number 2, Josh Wharton. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 13, E.J. Alvarez. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 10, Parker Laffrey. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 6, Colby Kennedy. Batting seventh, the pitcher and designated hitter, number 24, Darren Goki. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 5, Will Van Sickle. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 1, Brandon Huang. Now, if everyone will please remain standing and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Trinity Ball Yard on the campus of Trinity Baptist College as we're ready for this Saturday afternoon doubleheader between the Eagles and the Eagles. Fort Lauderdale coming up all the way from South Florida to take on Trinity Baptist College. And Fort Lauderdale won last night's ball game 12-2 in 7 innings. So they're looking to take this 3-game series, and Trinity Baptist looking to even up the series at a game apiece. And you just heard Mike Davis give out the starting lineups. And we'll tell you a little bit about the starting pitcher on the mound for Trinity Baptist College. That's Darren Goki, finishing up his warm-up tosses. He is also listed as a designated hitter. That way he can stay in the lineup if and when he does come off the mound. Darren Goki so far this season, 2 wins, 2 losses, a 4.85 earned run average. This will be his 8th appearance overall and 6th start. He has gone 29 2/3 innings, allowing 22 hits, 19 runs, 16 of those earned. Goki has walked 19 and struck out 31. And in case you missed it, we'll very quickly run through the batting order for Fort Lauderdale. Wilbert Javier Vargas in center, Eric Scott in left, Adeline Cubaletti playing second base, Ryan Reifenberg in right, Yankiel Gonzalez shortstop, Josh Tibbs at first base, Eli Wilhelm is a designated hitter, Daniel Novelli the catcher, and Chris Martin will play third base, with Matt Pearson doing the pitching for the University of Fort Lauderdale. The defensive alignment for Trinity Baptist, Brandon Huang is in left, Parker Lafferty in center, and E.J. Alvarez out there in right. Josh Wharton is at third, Colby Kennedy's the shortstop, Sammy Coffrin plays second, Will Van Sickles at first base, with Ryan Onks behind the plate. And we're ready to begin, and Goki's first pitch to Javier Vargas is lined hard down the left field line. And that ball is a home run just inside the pole. And the first pitch of the ball game is a solo home run for Wilbert Javier Vargas. And Fort Lauderdale has a very quick 1-0 lead. That ball right down the line, and it stayed inside the pole. Vargas didn't even give us a chance to tell you how he's doing so far on the season. Last night, he was 4 for 5 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs driven in. And he just hit his 3rd home run of the season and got his 22nd RBI. And Goki's first pitch, swing and a miss. Looks like we had a late lineup change. Eric Scott was scheduled to bat second and play left field, but instead, this is Gabe Manguel. And he lines out to Will Van Sickle playing first base. So we'll go ahead and make that change. Wearing number 43, batting for Eric Scott, who crashed into the left field fence, making a fantastic catch last night. That was Gabe Mangual, who came in at 375. And now with 1 out, bases empty, Adeline Cubaletti at the plate. And he swings and misses for strike 1. Cubaletti last night 1 for 4 with 2 runs scored and 1 driven in. And he pops this one up down the right side. Alvarez and Coffrin both giving chase. That's a fair ball. Cubaletti not running. He might have had a chance at a double, but instead he just trots on into first base. He does get a single. That ball just inside the line, out of the reach of both Alvarez and Coffrin. And again, Cubaletti might have had a chance at 2 on that one. Ryan Reifenberg, right fielder for Fort Lauderdale. And Goki's first pitch, and that one misses upstairs. That's ball 1. Wind is blowing in from right at about 17 miles per hour, but it didn't hurt the shot from Javier Vargas on the game's very first pitch. Goki delivers, swing and a miss. Runner at first, 1 out. And Goki delivers a breaking ball, and he gets strike 2, and the count is a ball and 2 strikes. Goki winds and delivers and gets strike 3 called on Reifenberg. That's the first strikeout for Darren Goki, who's pitched very well of late for Coach John Copeland in his 9th season here at TBC. Assisted by Jordan Broden, Stephen Smith, and Cullen Miller. Head coach of Fort Lauderdale, Mr. Billy Glessner. He's assisted by Joe Adair, Justin Malden, and Billy Reinhart. And a breaking ball on the first pitch to Yankiel Gonzalez is up and away. Gonzalez, 1 for 3 in last night's game, also drew a walk and scored a run. Fort Lauderdale had a very big 4th inning in which they put 7 runs on the board. 2 balls, no strikes. They also got 3 in the first and 2 in the 5th to put up a 12-2 victory. And that one misses downstairs. That is ball 3. Gonzalez at .357 on the season, 4 home runs, 25 runs driven in. And Goki gets this one in the zone for the strike. Kubaletti at first came in at .424 before his base hit, and ball 4 will put runners at first and second. There are 2 outs. So Goki has allowed 2 hits, one of those a home run, a walk and a strikeout. Josh Tibbs will step in for Fort Lauderdale, 2 for 4 last night, and he drove in 4 of the 12 runs. Goki's first pitch is an off-speeder upstairs for ball 1. Tibbs is now batting .333, 5 homers, and 29 RBIs. 2 on, 2 out. Goki from the stretch, the 1-0, gets it in there for the strike. So the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. He chased one way down in the dirt. So the count's 1 from home. Josh Wharton at third base. Right fielder is E.J. Alvarez, Parker Lafferty in center, Colby Kennedy at shortstop. And the bottom third of the order is Darren Goki, the pitcher DH. Will Van Sickles at first base, and Brandon Huang is in left. They'll be facing Matt Pearson, who has 3 wins, no losses, and a 5.60 earned run average. And the right-hander on the mound for Fort Lauderdale, doing his warm-up tosses. Pearson has pitched 17 2/3 innings so far. He's allowed 21 hits, 16 runs, 11 of them earned. He has walked 10, struck out 15. He has not allowed a home run. His first batter will be Sammy Coffrin, who was 0 for 2 but drew a walk and scored a run in the first inning. TBC got both of their runs in the bottom half of the first. But then Chase Muir did a terrific job, did not allow another run. Muir was the winning pitcher, 5 innings. He allowed just 2 earned runs on 2 hits. He walked 4 but struck out 10 TBC Eagles. So we're watching Pearson finish up his warm-up tosses. And the ball game will be ready to begin. Beautiful Saturday morning here on the west side of Jacksonville. Temperatures at about 76 degrees. Right now, no chance of rain, but that'll increase to around 20% by the time we're done. The wind is blowing in from right, a little more like across from right toward left. It's going to be hard to get one out to right, but we already saw Wilbert Javier Vargas take it down the left field line on the game's first pitch. So Sammy Coffrin steps in, facing Matt Pearson. Coffrin at .324. And the first pitch, right down the middle, taken for a strike. Coffrin has no homers, 8 runs driven in. He's also walked 7 times. He's been hit 7 times as well. 1 strike pitch from Pearson. There's a chopper towards short. The bounce and high throw, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. So Coffrin is aboard. We'll double check the scoring on that one in just a moment, but Ryan Ongst is at first. That has been ruled an E6. So Coffrin at first, Ryan Ongst at the plate. Rhino's at 484, 0 for 1 last night, but was on base 3 times, and he has himself a base hit, putting Coffrin at second base. First pitch swinging. Ongst really does go the other way quite a bit, and as usual, Dylan Owens will be the courtesy runner for the catcher. Josh Wharton at the plate, 2 on, nobody out. Wharton is at 316. Last night, 1 for 4. Went down swinging twice. RBI situation, potential tying run at second base, and a looper down the right field line and fouled out of play. So no balls and a strike. Coffrin at second, Owens at first. Good speed on both bases. Pearson checks the runner, now delivers, and misses outside with a fastball. Nobody out in case you're just joining us. 1-0 Fort Lauderdale. Two balls and a strike. And Wharton taps this one towards third. That'll be an easy play, and a throw to first. It is in time. A double play. Cannon throw from Chris Martin. He steps on third, gets the out at first. That'll be a 5-3 double play. Dylan Owens at second, and a terrific throw from Martin. Got the sure out at third. It was a close play, but it was in time. Great start to the inning, but now 2 outs with the runner at second. And E.J. Alvarez at the plate. Takes the first pitch on the outer half for a strike. Alvarez is at 253, 1 homer, and 15 RBIs. Owens at second, 2 outs. Pearson checks the runner and misses low with a fastball for a count of 1-1. These Fort Lauderdale Eagles, they have terrific arms at every position. Been watching them warm up last night and today. Here's a 1-1. High fly ball towards right. That should be caught. And Reifenberg puts it away to end the inning. The Eagles had a great start, but came up empty. 1 hit, 1 man left. After 1, it's Fort Lauderdale leading 1-0. 1-0 Fort Lauderdale after one. Top of the second. And leading things off will be first baseman Josh Tibbs. Tell you what he did last night in a moment. Actually, we did when he was at bat in the first inning when Ryan Onks threw the runner out at third. First pitch misses for ball one. Tibbs was 2 for 4. He had a pair of 2-run hits in last night's ball game. He takes this one low for ball 2. Tibbs is now at .333, 29 runs driven in. He's gone deep 5 times, and he was trying to do it again on that swing, and he fouled it back. Wind has shifted a little bit now, more towards left field. Here's a 2-1 and a breaking ball from Goki. Got away from him a bit, and it's upstairs. Ball 3. Goki delivers and misses outside and walks the leadoff hitter in the second inning. It's his second walk issued. And it brings up Eli Wilhelm, the designated hitter. 1 for 3 last night, also drew a walk and scored a run. Wilhelm is at .429. And he takes the first pitch just a little bit above the zone. Wilhelm is not homered. He is driven in 2. And a breaking ball swung on and actually taken for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Leadoff walk to Josh Tibbs. He's at first, and a throw over to first. And a runner's back in time. Well, Trinity had a good opportunity with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play thwarted that effort. And then the fly ball to right ended the inning. Here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. Onks throws to first, behind the runner, and no, says the umpire. Ben Sickle thought he got the tag down in time, but Tibbs got the hands and the fingertips right at the back of the bag. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Onks likes to throw the ball, and he's usually very good at it. And a high pop up towards third, wore in right on the bag, and makes the catch for the out. Daniel Novelli, the catcher. Our first look at Novelli. He's looking for his first hit of the season. He's had only 1 official at-bat. Actually 1 plate appearance and another throw to first and another very close play. But Tibbs back in just ahead of the tag. Novelli doing the catching, at least in game 1 today. And Goki delivers and misses upstairs. Eric Scott was in the starting lineup, but a last-moment change. Gabe Mangual, hopefully I said that correctly, is playing left field. Hopefully Eric is all right. Again, he crashed into not just the fence last night, but the metal 320 sign down the left field line. Stayed in the game for a couple more innings and then came out. 2 balls, no strikes, and this one misses low for ball 3. Three balls, no strikes, 1 out with the runner at first. And the pitch is in the zone. That is strike 1. Josh Tibbs at first. And ball 4 is down low, so Tibbs will advance to second. Novelli aboard. Third walk issued already by Darren Goki. This is not a team you want to allow to have free passes, and we'll see who the courtesy runner for the catcher is. That is Jake Case, wearing number 5. So Case aboard at first in place of Novelli, and Josh Tibbs at second. There's a drive into the gap in right center. That's going to hit the ground and roll up to the fence. 2 runs are going to score. Tibbs and Case around third. Here's a runner on his way to third, and he's in there with a 2-run triple. Chris Martin drives them both home, and Fort Lauderdale leads 3-0. Martin scored twice in last night's ball game and now drives in 2. Hit that ball right on the button, split the gap, and drove in both runners. Tibbs from second and Case all the way from first. Goki delivers to Wilbert Javier Vargas. He fouls this one off. Javier Vargas hit the first pitch of the game right down the left field line for a leadoff home run. Goki with the pitch and a line drive into left. It is caught. Martin will tag, and the throw will be cut off, and it's 4-0 Fort Lauderdale. Credit Javier Vargas with an RBI, his second of the day. And a 3-run inning for Fort Lauderdale. Gabe Mangual at the plate. Line to the first baseman his first time up. And he hits the first pitch toward the gap in left center, and that's going to roll toward the fence, cut off by Huang. However, Mangual will have himself a double. This Fort Lauderdale team can swing the bat. Mangual came in at .375. He's now 1 for 2. 3 for 8 coming in, now 4 for 10. So he's at 400. Adelin Cubaletti steps in. Got himself a base hit in the first. Goki's first pitch is a breaking ball that stays upstairs. One ball, no strikes. And a high pop-up over near the dugout. Van Sickle gives it a look and makes the catch. He had to make sure he didn't run into the fence and still have room to make the play. Well, that ends the inning, but for Fort Lauderdale, 3 runs on 2 hits, a couple of walks, both came in to score on the triple from Chris Martin. And we go to the bottom of the second with Fort Lauderdale leading 4-0. Four 0 Fort Lauderdale as Trinity Baptist comes to bat in the bottom of the second. 5, 6, and 7. Parker Lafferty, Colby Kennedy, and Darren Goki are due up. First of 2 here at Trinity Ball Yard. Started an hour early. There's a slightly bigger chance of rain later this evening. That's one of the reasons. Another to give Fort Lauderdale a time to drive on back home tonight. That's all right. It's absolutely beautiful out here at the ballpark right now. Parker Lafferty will lead things off for TBC. Trying to start a rally. And the first pitch is in the zone for a strike. Lafferty's at .341. 14 runs driven in and 12 scored. Swings and foul tips. This one into the mitt, so it's 0-2. Last light, Lafferty 1 for 3, drove in a run. And Pearson gets him with a breaking ball, and Laffrey knew it, and that is out number 1. First strikeout for Matt Pearson. Gave up a hit in the first, but then the double play and the fly ball to end the inning. Colby Kennedy at the plate for Trinity Baptist. 135 on the season. He's hitting the ball a lot better of late, and he swings and fouls this one off. Kennedy last night brought home a run. He was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the first. 0 for 2 officially. No balls and a strike. And Pearson delivers and misses low. That evens the count at 1-1. Matt Pearson, a freshman from Valdosta, Georgia's Lowndes High School. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lowndes High School known very well, especially throughout all of Georgia, for their football program. One of the best in the country. Line drive towards right. There might be a play at first. The throw is late, and Colby has himself a base hit. Well, we told you earlier, these Fort Lauderdale Eagles like to throw the ball, and they're very good at it. And Ryan Reifenberg threw the ball toward first, a little off the mark, but Kennedy would have beaten it anyway. That's a base hit. Here's Darren Goki. Last night drew a walk, but 0 for 2 officially. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. Goki on the season, 227, no homers, 3 runs driven in. Getting chances the last few weeks to swing the bat, play some first base, DH, and he's on the mound today. And throw over to first. Kennedy not getting much of a lead to start this at-bat. Very modest lead now, and Pearson from the stretch delivers and misses up and away for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. TBC trying to rally from behind. And a good fastball at the knees for strike 1. Fort Lauderdale has taken advantage of a couple of free passes, turned them both into runs. They got 3 in the second overall and lead 4-0. Pearson delivers. There's a chopper, could be 2. Instead, it'll just be a flip to first for 1. Kennedy advances to second. That ball cued off the end of the bat. Didn't get out there as quickly as I thought it might at first. So 4-3 put out, but Kennedy advances into scoring position. 2 outs for the first baseman, Will Van Sickle. Van Sickle hitting .154 with 10 runs driven in. And first pitch is good, fastball at the knees. Van Sickle also starting to swing the bat a little bit better of late. And he takes the pitch in the dirt, and there will be no throw to third. A little late throw actually at first. Didn't look like there would be a throw. That'll be a wild pitch, allowing Kennedy to take third base. Martin wasn't really set up to take a throw, and it was just a soft toss, more like to make sure that Kennedy didn't try to go any further. Try to turn that bag too much. The 1-1 to Van Sickle, and he takes it inside. That's ball 2. So 2 balls and a strike. And Van Sickle with a good eye at the plate. Takes it up and away. Didn't miss by much, but that's ball 3. Trinity would really love to pick up this run here at third. Trailing 4-0. 3-1 to Van Sickle. There's a chopper. That's going to be backhanded, and the throw to first is wild. The run will score. Van Sickle on his way to second. That would have been a very difficult play. They might have gotten him with a good, strong throw. We'll see how that one gets scored. Either way, Kennedy crosses the plate. It will be an error, if nothing else, for letting Van Sickle reach second base. That's being ruled an error all the way, so no RBI credited for Van Sickle, but the run does score. Brandon Huang at the plate. That run is unearned. Huang at 103 on the season. He has driven in one. Chance to make it two, and he takes a strike at the knees. A ball and a strike. One run is in. Pearson delivers, and a swing and a miss. Novelli keeps the ball right underneath himself and makes sure that the runner stays at second. One ball, two strikes, two outs, one run is in. There's a ground ball to short, and that should be an easy play for Gonzalez. The throw is a little wide, but Tibbs reaches and makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Eagles get an unearned run on one hit and leave one. After two, it is 4-1 Fort Lauderdale. We go to the top of the third with Fort Lauderdale leading 3-1, and TBC has a new man on the mound. Freshman Enrico Cita takes over for Darren Goki. Darren Goki still listed as a designated hitter. I'll tell you about Cito in just a moment. His first man will be Ryan Reifenberg. Called out on strikes his first time up. Cito's first pitch is in there for a strike. Goki, 2 innings, 4 runs, all earned. 4 hits, 3 walks, and a strikeout. Cita from the stretch, 1 strike pitch, misses downstairs. For Cita, his 3rd appearance, all in relief. He's pitched just 1 total inning, 1 hit, 1 run, it was earned. Here's a 1-1 and a breaking ball in there for a strike. A ball and 2 strikes. And Cito delivers, and a check swing and no swing. So we count at 2-2. balls, 2 strikes. Sita from the stretch delivers and thought he had a breaking ball in the zone, but it was outside, just off the outside corner. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch on the way. And fouled off. Reifenberg kind of lunged at that one, but once he started to swing, he had to try to make contact, and he did. He'll get another one. Count of 3 balls, 2 strikes. That is ball 4. And a leadoff man on again for Fort Lauderdale. Yanquiel Gonzalez, we saw him do that little glide into the batter's box last night also. He walked his first time up. No official at-bat. Has a runner at first, nobody out. And Sita delivers and misses outside. Hello, Mr. Dave Roth, cheering on the TBC Eagles. Sita checks that runner over his back shoulder and delivers another fastball outside. That's ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. And an off-speed pitch gets the outer half of the plate. Count is 2-1. Sita takes a long look in. Bigger lead for Reifenberg off first. Not going, and the pitch on the way is grounded towards third and under the glove of Wharton. And Reifenberg will round second. The ball's bobbled in left. And that is going to allow Gonzalez to take second base. So 2 errors on the play. The first one on Wharton and the second one out there in left, allowing Reifenberg, or actually Gonzalez, to take second base. So Josh Tibbs has 2 men in scoring position and nobody out. He walked and scored in the second. Well, Reifenberg never hesitated around second. But Gonzalez had stopped at first, or at least slowed down. And the first pitch in there for a strike. Two balls, 2 strikes, or check that. Scoreboard not reset yet. No balls, 1 strike. And that one misses a little bit inside. Corner infielders in at third and first. Middle infielders will trade the run to try to get the out at first. Sita delivers. Check swing on a pitch low and outside, and he held up in time. And 2-1 on the way, swung on and missed. On Tibbs. Sita from the stretch, delivers, and got him swinging. Tibbs chased one out of the zone. Sita able to get that all-important first out, keeping the runner at third base. Eli Wilhelm at the plate, popped up to third his first time up. Again, the middle infielders are playing back, looking to get the out at first. They'll trade the run, and now they're going to charge in on the grass. First pitch to Wilhelm, blocked by Angst. Had to reach far to his right to keep that ball in his mitt. A leadoff walk, then an error. Second and third, one out, and a high fastball for ball one. Make that ball two. All four infielders now in on the grass to cut down the run at the plate. And this one misses upstairs. That's ball three. Well, first base is open. Daniel Novelli, the catcher, waits on deck. Three balls, no strikes. And that's ball four, and that loads the bases. Second walk allowed by Sita. Reifenberg is at third, Gonzalez at second, Wilhelm now at first, one out. Daniel Novelli at the plate. And the middle infielders will pull back to try to turn two. Coffrin at second, Kennedy the shortstop. Novelli walked and scored in the second. Takes the first pitch outside. One ball, no strikes. And Sita delivers, just focusing on the batter, but this one misses low. Two balls, no strikes, nowhere to put the batter. And that's ball three. Three balls, no strikes, and that one is in there for strike one. Novelli digs back in, looking for something he can drive. That's ball four, and that brings home a run. Give Novelli an RBI, and it is 5-1. And all this coming without the benefit of a hit. The run is unearned, but it's on the board. Gonzalez at third. Wilhelm to second. Novelli at first. Still one out. Chris Martin at the plate, and we have a conference on the mound. A couple of other South Region games we can check on. Toccoa Falls will play Carolina University. That game will be starting in about 15 minutes. Milligan at Bob Jones, scheduled to begin at 12:30. The third run of the inning. And he takes the first pitch, breaking ball for a strike. One run is in. It's 5-1. Fort Lauderdale leads. And Sita delivers and gets the outside corner. Two-strike count. Sita again just focusing on the batter, and he got him. Took a little something off it. Had Martin out in front. Foul tip into the mid of Ryan Onks. There are two outs. And now Wilbert Javier Vargas at the plate. He has already driven in two. One with a solo homer that led off the ball game, and one with a sacrifice fly. See it again, just worried about the hitter. That's the man who can do the damage. And he misses with the first pitch. One ball, no strikes. And that'll even the count. Javier Vargas nods his head in agreement. No hits in the inning. There have been 3 walks and an error. Here's the 1-1. Good swing by Javier Vargas, and he fouled it back. Pulled his head a little bit. Hitters do that. They've greatly reduced their chances of squaring one up. Cita 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. Here's the 1-2, and he got him. Well, Cita strikes out 3 men in the inning, but he also walked 3, and an error helped allow a run to score. 3 men left, and we go to the bottom of the third with Fort Lauderdale leading 5-1. Sammy Coffrin, Ryan Ongston, Josh Wharton, the top of the order for TBC. Coffrin 0 for 1, reached on an error, and he chops one hard towards third, but that's Martin with a cannon of an arm and a throw in plenty of time for the first out. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Matt Pearson. Now 2 1/3 innings pitched. 2 hits, 1 unearned run allowed. He has not walked anyone, and he has struck out 1. Ryan Ongst lined the first pitch for a base hit his first time up, inching closer to 500. And he takes a breaking ball for a strike. Ongst came in at 484. 1 for 1. He takes this one low and outside. 0 for 1 in last night's game, but he drew 2 walks and was hit by a pitch, so he was on base 3 times. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a breaking ball. No, it missed for ball 2. Novelli asking where the pitch was. Umpire says a little bit low. So count of 2-1 to Rhino, and the pitch. Out in front of the breaking ball, and he fouled it off. Count of 2 balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3 called on the inside corner. That is out number 2. Second strikeout for Matt Pearson. And it brings up Josh Wharton, who bounced into a 5-3 double play. That came in the first when Trinity looked like it was threatening to get a couple of runs. They had 2 on, nobody out at the time. Good swing, and he fouled this one back. 5-1 Fort Lauderdale. TBC batting in the bottom of the third. No balls and a strike, and this one misses high. That evens the count. It's 1-1. Pearson winds and delivers, and gets a fastball in there for strike 2. A ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch. Wharton able to make some contact and stay alive. Pearson winds and delivers. There's a liner into center. Got a chance to get down, and a base hit for Wharton. So Josh Wharton has a 2-out knock. E.J. Alvarez at the plate, 0 for 1, a fly out to right his first time. So Alvarez trying to keep the inning alive. Parker Lafferty on deck. Wharton at first, and the pitch. Line drive, well hit down the left field line. That ball's going to be caught. Oh, no! It came out of the glove of Mangual. Wharton around third. He's on his way to the plate. He will score an RBI double off the bat of E.J. Alvarez. That ball was in the glove of Mangual, but he couldn't quite hold on. The impact with the ground must have jarred the ball loose. Alvarez, an RBI double, and TBC is within 3 at 5-2. Mangual had to leave his feet. Wharton with 2 outs, motoring around all the way. And Parker Lafferty a chance to drive in another run. That one is in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Alvarez with his 16th RBI of the season. TBC comes in at 9-16. Fort Lauderdale 21-13, 7-3 in the South region. There's a high chopper. Lafferty's going to have to hurry. Martin fields, throws. It's off the mark. Alvarez will score, and it is 5-3. Again, we'll have to see how that one is scored. It was a tough play. Very close play at first. And timeout. Coach Glessner comes out to the mound. TBC with 2 runs after the first 2 men were out. Still waiting on the official word about the scoring. That's being ruled an error on the throw by Martin. So the run is unearned. And Lafferty is at first. And Colby Kennedy is at the plate. 2 runs in. TBC has cut it down to 5-3. Kennedy digs in. Pearson delivers. High fly ball to left. Over near the line in foul territory. That ball looked like it cleared the fence, but it was well foul. Martin may have tried to rush that throw knowing he didn't have a whole lot of time, and that's the reason it was wide. balls and a strike to Kennedy. And a slow roller towards third. Martin cuts this one off, makes a good throw this time, and ends the inning. Eagles get 2 runs, one of them earned. Couple of hits and leave 1. After 3, it's Fort Lauderdale leading 5-3. Top of the 4th, Trinity Baptist just got 2 and cut the deficit in half. It's 5-3. Gabe Mangwall at the plate. He is 1 for 2, doubled his last time up, and the first pitch is a little bit high for ball 1. 5 runs, 4 hits, 3 errors for Fort Lauderdale. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Trinity Baptist. And Cito delivers. Check swing, but batter fouled that one off, and it's 1-1. Fort Lauderdale got 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the third. Trinity Baptist 1 in the second and 2 in the third. Enrico Cita, his second inning of work. And he misses outside. Cita, 1 unearned run last inning. Did not allow a hit, but he walked 3 men. He also struck out 3. 2 balls and a strike and a high pop-up out of play. So Toccoa Falls at Carolina University should be getting underway any moment now. Milligan at Bob Jones, scheduled to start at 12:30. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Cita delivers and misses high. So the count is full. And Cita delivers a payoff pitch. There's a line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That's going to roll toward the corner. At least 2